So now what we want to do, we want to take this meter. I'm going to pull that fuse, that top fuse for the level valve. It's an analog output. It's the LY, the analog output. Remember AO, Mr. Richard, is the analog output. Pull that. The reason we want to pull that is because we're about to mess with this, and we just, now, if they touch, we ain't got to worry about blowing no fuse. You see what I'm saying? So go ahead and take this off. Which one of you guys can take this apart and then set the meter up to drive a signal to the valve? Who can do that? Can you do it, Mr. Razoo? Just take them apart, yes.
Now we're going to send
a signal to the valve.
So we go here, right?
First you need to connect those wires.
Okay.
You put your meter on these wires. Now you fixing to manipulate the valve now. What you're about to do now, Mr. Razoo, is manipulate the valve. Don't worry about it. We're going to do all of this. Right now, the main focus is to show you guys how to use the meter and what it does. Okay? Now, you want to turn this here to output. And you want to put it on source because we have no power. Yes, sir, that's right. Red goes all the way over. That's very good. And the black, yes, right there. You see it? That's okay. Now, switch it to milliamp output. Now, you see that? Did you hear the valve move?
Yes.
Now, step it to 20%. As you step it to 20%, notice what happens to the valve down there. 100%. 20% is what?
You said 100%?
Yes. What happened to the valve? It closed all the way. It went through 100% motion. Now take it back to 0 again, Mr. Razoo, and tell me what happens to the valve. We're testing the operation of the valve. You see, this controller right here is going to do the same thing, but you're testing it yourself. So say for instance you're out there working in the field. Say for instance you're out there working in the field. The valve is there, right? But the controller's not ready. You want to stroke the valve to see if the valve works before the controller is even there, before the wires are even coming in. This is what you do. You don't have to wait for the controller and the operator. You can do this yourself.
Because you give it the power.
So if I did
because you're doing it. You're sourcing the power.
So if I did the 100%, nothing would do. Something's wrong with it.
Yes, but you always want to make sure that your wires are back or not backwards too. Sometimes, you know, if you're not sure the wire color, change the wires and do it again. It won't hurt nothing.
But what you tested, what you for test?
Show them how to do it again, Mr. Razoo.
100%.
That's 100%. You see it? It went 100% closed because this is a failed open valve, and I'll teach you about that later.
Okay.
Now, right here, if you want to step it a little bit, these are your percent steps. This one right here goes from 0 to 100. These are your percent steps. This will step it like through 25%.
25.
Yeah, well, do it. Whoever wants to. We're here together.
Right. So
But please notice what happens with the valve here.
I gotta go back to 0 then. Cause this gonna step down.
It steps down and steps up. Look at the valve as you're doing it.
I'm barely seeing any movement.
That's okay. They move at different speeds. Go to 0. Go to 100.
Step up.
Go to 100%. I want to see it. I want to see it move. Okay.
Now go to 0. Now step it through the percent. No, you gotta go up. Once you go all the way down, you're at negative 25% now.
All right, so I'm stepping. height and stuff.
That's okay. You'll get used to it.
25. Now I'm saying the low.
It just needs to be tuned up a little bit. That's okay. We're good. So that's because someone's messed with the calibration on this. Now let's look at the calibration on this right here. This is what's sending the air. This valve is 3 to 15. So now
You go 0?
yeah, go 0.
Alright, so look at fix.
This should have went.
It's showing more than.
Should have went down.
Who has a screwdriver?
Move it.
Leave it right there.
Okay, it's showing on 5. Guess it's supposed to be 0, right?
Yeah. See, I adjusted this. Set this at. Give me 20 now.
20?
Yeah, 20. Max. Nuh-uh. Just hit it right there. Now let's see. Now step it through. Now step it down.
75. Other one.
Again.
Again. 50%. Other one.